Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this we're looking at the Valeton GP-5 into detail. How to make different settings that can help improve your usage of the pedal. Let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is to make sure the pedal is on. So you realize it's a plug and play style. When I connect my USB-C to the back, you realize the pedal turns on. The next is to turn on my Bluetooth and the location. After doing that, I can launch the Valeton Suite mobile app. If you don't have the software, you can check the comments or the description for the link to download. So once I'm here, I can start the connection. Now you have to click this icon over here and you realize even though the pedal is on, it's not showing over here. So what I need to do is, you see this particular portion that looks like a signal icon. It needs to start blinking. So to start blinking, I would press and hold the power knob and you realize it starts to blink like that. So I'll go back and tap the three dots and you realize Crosby wet is here, and you can change this name. By default it is Valeton GP-5. So I'll connect to the device and let me go and change the name of the device, and it is over here, device name. So I'll tap on this and I can do GP5 like that and say okay. And now anytime I want to connect the pedal to the software or the mobile app, I would see MrCrosby GP-5. By default it is Valeton GP-5, and doing this helps in scenarios where you have multiple guitarists that uses the Valeton GP-5. So it can actually help you identify which of the GP-5 is yours. Now another thing that we can modify in the software when you are on the global tab is the input level. You realize my input level is at 7 dB. By default it is at 0 dB. You can increase this or decrease this depending on what you're working on or what you're working with. I'll keep mine at 7 dB for demonstration purposes, but I think I'll go with that. You can also modify the recording level, the Bluetooth record level, the monitor level as well. And then this particular button over here can be modified using this foot switch mode over here, but at the moment it is at tuner. So anytime I hit this, you realize I can tune my guitar, but I don't have any guitar connected. And another thing is you can modify the frequency that you are tuning at. So if you don't want to tune your guitar to 440 Hz, you can use the power knob to decrease or to increase the frequency. So I've put it back to 440, which is the default and standard frequency for instruments worldwide. So once I'm done, I can press this to go back to the preset. Now I can change this into different modes. So I can set it in a way that anytime I press it, it will start from 0 all the way to 99 in the preset list. So let me show you over here. To access the preset list, you have to click this, the space or the text beside this home icon. So you have to click that and then you get a list. The Valeton preset ranges from 0 all the way to 49, and the bass preset starts from 44 all the way to 49. So the Valeton GP-5 is only limited to guitarists or bassists. If you're a violinist and you want to use it to improve your play, you can still go ahead and use it. So from 50 going all the way to 99, you realize it's blank. It's named, it's GP200, and clearly nothing is there. If you want to turn something on, you have to use this toggle switch. Click on the effect that you want and turn it on. And if you want to select a specific effect from the block that you are in, you would have to click this. The Valeton GP-5 comes with 10 blocks by default. Now we have a noise gate block which is named as NR, and when you click this, it gives you a list of noise gates, and at the moment we only have one. Now you click this icon over here, to read more about the effect and possibly what the parameters does. So the next is the pre, the next is the DST block, then we have the NS block. Now before I demonstrate the NS block, let me show you the amp and cap. We have the amp block, we also have the cap block, we have the EQ block, we have the EQ block, we have the modulation block which is named MOD, we have the delay block, we have the reverb block. So these are the blocks in there. Now this NS is a snap tone. Basically you can upload a full rig, which is mostly advised, so that you would have a balanced output over here. And you realize when I turn it on, it turns off the amp and the cap. You realize it cancels them out. So even though they are on, their effect wouldn't be processed as part of the sound. So any snap tone that I choose from here, that is what it's going to work with. So you can go with a full rig like this, the Lenny LH20, and it's a snap tone that you can get from tone 3000. So you can go through the list. I have a video detailing how to go and download the NAM profiles or NAM captures. I'll link it in the description and comment. So these are the blocks on there, and then the NS block holds the snap tones or NAM captures. So once I turn it off, you realize the amp and cap comes back to life again. Valeton do not have copyright and trademark licensing for most of the effects, so they come up with creative names for the effect that they model their effect after. So when I click this this particular green OD is modeled after the Ibanez TS808 Tube Screamer overdrive pedal. So you can go through and you get different pedals and what they are modeled after. So you can also filter through the list under each block. So we have the distortion, and this is the list of distortion. We have the OD, this is the list of overdrives. We also have the bass drive, this is the list of it, and you can also choose all, and it's same for all the blocks. So if you want clean amps, these are the list of clean amps on the Valeton GP-5. So this is the Fender Deluxe Tweed, this is the Fender Bassman, this is the Fender Twin Reverb, this is a Vox amp AC30, this is JC Jazz Chorus JC120, this is Matchless Shifting, and this is Mr. Boogie Lone Star channel 1. So if you want the drive amps, if you want the drive amp heads, you can also click this and then choose, and it goes on and on. So I'll leave that for you to explore and then basically play around with it. Now, another important portion that you need to know is the patch settings. So you tap on it and you can set the patch volume, increase or decrease it. By default, it is at 50. So you can increase and decrease depending on the settings that you have. And you can also select up to 3 effects that can be turned on and off using the control switch if you configure this to be a control switch. So at the moment I'm only toggling on and off the delay and the reverb, but you can modify as you please. So you can turn off the pre or the modulation or just one, but you simply have to know you have a maximum of just 3 effects that you can turn on and off using the control switch. Now back to the global settings. If you want to use this switch as the control switch, we've already demonstrated it. So you tap on this and you choose CTRL, and let's go to the presets. And over here we are toggling on and off, let's say, the delay and the modulation. So now if I press this, you realize it's off. When I press it again, it's on. And then we also have the option where we can set a song list. So maybe for a particular song or gig that you're playing or session, you could have multiple effects for different portions of the song. So you can do that over here. So you tap this and tap song list A to Z, and then you realize at the moment I only have 4 in there. So when I press this, preset that is active is the solo wah. When I press it again, it comes to the power lead, and you can see it on the screen of the Valeton GP-200 as well. So you can add more. Maybe I want clean TSA to be added to the song list. So now it will switch 5 times because we have 5 items in the song list, like that. So you also have the option to tap this and you can remove all, or just select just one to remove from the list. So let me choose this. When I click remove, it goes out of the list. Or you can tap this 3 dots and then just hit remove, and you can easily remove it. Another important feature is if you're playing with a live cabinet and you just want just the amp head, you can simply click toggle this, and anytime you play, the cabinet will be ignored even though it's turned on over here. Another option that you have is to turn this off, and come here, tap on the cap and then turn this off. So these are the features on the Valeton GP-5, and explore and drop us any question that you would want. At the moment I do not have the MIDI controller, so I wouldn't be able to do any video on the Valeton GP-5 and a MIDI controller. So I'll just stick with just the pedal and drop any question that you have, and I'll make a video in response. See you next time.